We are naturally adapted to eating one meal a day, which means we shouldn't be hungry in the morning. However, it's no surprise that when offered breakfast in the morning, we eat it with appetite. The reason is that we crave high caloric foods no matter how hungry we are. Our natural survival instinct is responsible for that. This instinct tells us not to disregard a caloric mother lode. Notice that for breakfast, we want instant copious amounts of energy. Pancakes with syrup, eggs, bacon, bread, butter, and of course orange juice. We don't crave salads in the morning, right? Well, yet the fact that we gladly eat those rich breakfasts doesn't mean they're good for us. In fact, they're bad. A hearty breakfast means our GI tract works hard throughout the day. This is bad for two reasons. The first is that naturally our digestive system should rest throughout the day, as our ancestors did. And the second is that digestion is more disruptive than we think. It's because it involves lots of hormonal activity, and that modified hormonal state influences our brain. Our natural active state is the fasting state. That is when unencumbered by the digestive process, we can function at our best. The fact that we are not used to it doesn't change that reality. For us modern people, the feeling of an empty stomach is a big distraction, which is the result of training to feed constantly. As kids, many of us resist eating on a schedule, but as we grow older, we get used to it and it becomes second nature. Consequently, the natural fasting state feels unnatural. There is a simple way to understand why our fasting state is our optimal active state. When we do think we should be at our peak physical and mental power, when we have just acquired and eaten food, or when we haven't eaten for a while. Well, obviously, our fasting state is ideal for activity because that is when we need to succeed in acquiring food in order to survive. One could argue that the longer the fast, the better our muscles and brain should perform because of the urgency to acquire necessary food. Of course, there is a limit. If we deplete our energy reserves too much, we become weaker and our performance drops. However, up to a point, we should perform at our best. Unnatural feeding throughout the day is only one aspect of our modern nutritional failure. There are more, and taken together, they result in a sick society with surging healthcare expenses and diminished quality of life for millions of our citizens.